What's up guys, JV2017 here with today's Destiny tips and tricks video. This morning an article detailing a call with Bungie's president, Harold Ryan, was posted on the gaming media site Eurogamer. A lot was revealed from this article, including the new storyline and missions in the Dark Below expansion, the release date, strikes, raids, increased level cap, as well as Crucible maps. However, the single most important piece from this article is Ryan addressing the controversy on whether or not this DLC was cut from the original launch copy of Destiny. So we're going to cover the highlights of this article in this video, but as always, if you would like to read it for yourself, link is in the description below. So first off, they address the story. They will introduce a new vendor character in this DLC called Eris, E-R-I-S, and it's a female. That's not really relevant. Anyways, she'll be in the tower, and she will send you on 3 story missions, only 3, to stop the Hive and Crota from taking over the solar system. And they actually touched a little bit on mission structure, because a lot of people were disappointed, including myself, on basically all you do is shoot aliens in this game. Like, there are some, like, defend Ghost, but you don't actually defend him because he's never in trouble. So they wanted to vary the mission structure and make it more interactive. And so they actually cited the Thorn Exotic Weapon Bounty questline, and they said that they wanted to make their missions more like that. And so that was a very complex, multi-tiered questline there where you had to actually go into the Crucible and kill enemies with a certain type of elemental damage, which was Void, and you also had to go into the summoning pits and kill a special enemy that only showed up there if you were on the strike, or on that specific weapon bounty. So anyways, I think they're just going for more variety, just to please everyone, since most people are disappointed with the mission structure. So that's what they're doing in terms of the storyline and story missions in the Dark Below. Next up, the release date has been confirmed as December 9th, which is exactly, actually it's one day past, but 6 weeks from today, or tomorrow, or yesterday, oh my gosh. 6 weeks from yesterday is when this will release, the Dark Below, and it'll be $20 if you didn't buy the Season Pass, and $35 is the price of the Season Pass, so you'll just, you know, get this DLC included with that purchase of the Season Pass. So, strikes. They talked about 2 strikes that will be in the game. However, I'll, you know, detail them for you here. So, the Will of Crota is the first strike, and it'll take place on the moon, and obviously it has to do with Crota, and we fight one of Crota's henchmen, kind of. His name's Omnigul or something like that. Interesting name. Anyways, that will be on all platforms. However, the second strike is only going to be on PlayStation, and is the Undying Mind, and it returns us to the Black Garden, which was at the end of the story. So I'm kind of disappointed that this is only on PlayStation. You know, we all know that this is a business, and we realize that yes, if we wanted all of the content, we would have bought, you know, a PlayStation 4, but it puts Xbox owners in a precarious predicament, I guess you could say. And so precarious, I don't know. Anyways, so there you go. So everyone will get 1 strike, however PlayStation owners will get both of them, the Will of Crota and the Undying Mind. So let's talk about the raid. The new raid, as actually confirmed from that leak information, Crota's End, and it'll take place in the Hellmouth, and you guessed it, we will be taking on Crota, and it makes sense, it's called Crota's End, so we're probably going to kill Crota. So for the raid, they kind of want to do the same with the Vault of Glass, except that they don't want to have, you know, the mistakes, the pushing the boss off and that kind of stuff, those kind of glitches. They're going to try to avoid those. And also, hopefully we don't have another teleporting fiasco where they just flip a switch and decide to change their mind, you know, a month and a half after it comes out. So we'll see how that works out as well. In terms of level cap, they increased the max level to 32, so they only increased it by 2 levels, which this indicates many things for me. Number 1, they plan to release a lot of DLC for this game. That's what that indicates to me, because that's a very small level increase. I don't think I've ever seen, you know, that small of an increase in any kind of RPG level progression based game ever. Never seen anything like this. So that indicates to me that they want to sell a lot of DLC and content for this game. And so we'll have to see how that plays out. And I'm not sure about the light level. See, I'm confused about how they'll handle that. If they'll shift where you start gaining light levels, or it'll be the same. We'll level from 1 to 20 normally, and then 20 above is light, and that'll mean there's 12 light levels now. I'm not sure about that, but I can only guess. We can only guess at this point what is going to happen when it actually comes out. So, the Crucible, I'm not going to talk a lot about the Crucible because I'm not super interested, but I know some of you are. There are 6 new maps, and I'm not going to name them off because they're not, you know, it's not really essential. But if you want to see a little more information about that, check out the article. And now we're going to talk about, I know that I use this phrase a lot, the meat and potatoes of this article. And this reporter actually hammers this guy and asks him the hard questions. And I really appreciate that journalistic, you know, I don't know what to call it. Integrity, kind of, not really. Journalistic fever to get the real, you know, hard-hitting information. I really appreciate it. Anyways, let's get on to it. So, the guy asked Harold Ryan about leaks. And basically, what he said is that the game was shipped with unfinished content, so we're talking about the places that you were able to glitch into to reduce download size. Okay, that is Bungie's official position on the leaks and people being able to get into those areas. Obviously, that people weren't supposed to get into the areas, but Bungie officially now says, yes, this was unfinished content, unfinished placeholder content that was set there to reduce our downloading size because of internet speed. And so we don't know if this is legitimate or not, if they're just flat out lying. I can't tell you. So, but now we know what Bungie actually feels about this, you know, controversy, I guess you could say. And they also talked about the DLC. So the reporter straight up asked, people have been saying and claiming that you guys cut content from the original game and sold it as DLC. So Harold Ryan came out and said no, flat out no, they did not do that. That's his position and the company's position on it. And they claim that the new story for The Dark Below has been built over the last 3 months after the release of the game. And that includes the strikes and all of that stuff, which is kind of contrary to what he just said in terms of, you know, the unfinished content. It wasn't built from scratch because we already see some of these areas already in the game. So it's an interesting conversation. So I'd like to know what you guys think about this. Do you think that they, you know, Bungie addressed this in the proper way? Do you think they're telling the truth? Because I don't know. I can't say for sure. I'm sure a lot of you guys have strong opinions, but truthfully, I can't say one way or another because I don't know. So anyways, what do you guys think about this? Are you going to pick up this DLC? I think I will pick it up just for the sake of my YouTube channel and covering it because I do cover Destiny. But to the average consumer, and if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would seriously consider, you know, not picking this up. Just for the simple fact of, you know, something seems fishy still here, at least to me. So anyways, guys, if you learned something new from this video, remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Also, don't forget, this is your #1 destination for Destiny content. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more Destiny content. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you next time. Peace.